Do you know the name Turgut Javatzadeh? Here's his photo. A sweet 4-year-old boy, and sadly he passed away in 2024. First, he was taken to hospital with a stomach pain and later diagnosed with abdominal pain and heart failure. Just 2 hours later, he died. According to his parents, the same day he ate a large amount of chips. Or take Haris Voloba. Many of you heard about him, probably. He died after taking part in the one chip challenge, where you're supposed to eat one extremely spicy chip. The autopsy showed that the teenager died of cardiac arrest caused too much capsaicin. Capsaicin is a substance that makes chili pepper hot. The first case shows how vulnerable children's bodies are to products packed with chemical additives. The second one is a clear example of how something that looks like just a snack can turn into extreme challenge. In this short video you are going to learn what acrylamide is and why you will never see it listed on the package, what chips have in common with the chemical weapons and why we still eat them, what the bliss point is, and why in the end you can actually keep eating chips without being scared. So, do you really think all ingredients are listed on the chips package? You had to be wrong. There is one you will never see because it doesn't come from an additive, but from cooking process itself. That golden color, that crispy crust we all love, that's where it comes from. We are talking about acrylamide. It's a natural chemical reaction that happens when starchy foods like potatoes are fried or baked at high temperature. And here is the trick. Since it's a part of cooking process, manufacturers don't have to list it. Now you might think that sounds dangerous, chips must be cancerous. Well, not exactly. According to the WHO, World Health Organization, acrylamide can be carcinogenic in large doses. That means it could increase cancer risk. And kids are more vulnerable because of their smaller body weight and higher intake per kilo. Remember Turgut's story? It makes sense to worry, but here's the details. His siblings also ate chips that day without any health problems. So maybe we're living inside a bubble of scary stories that makes us afraid of everyday food. But what about chemical weapon? By that I mean food chemistry, engineered to trick your brain into wanting more. Just think about it. What makes you go back to the store for another bag of chips? Salt? Fat? Sugar? Or their combination? Perfect combination. And then there is monosodium glutamate, MSG. Don't panic, MSG isn't a poison, it's just a flavor enhancer. Its job is simple: make food taste better than it actually is. Sound familiar? Like boosting pleasure? In fact, some people even call MSG a kind of food drug because it makes you want more. So now you might say, fine, I will just avoid chips with the MSG. It's written clearly on the package anyway. Smart idea. But corporates have another trick. They spent millions studying what's called the bliss point, the perfect mix of salt, sugar, and fat that maximizes pleasure while minimizing satiety. Meaning you are not eating because you are hungry, you are eating because your brain craves the next dopamine. You are eating because your brain craves the next dopamine hit. Oh yes, the dopamine. It's the same neurotransmitter that makes slot machines addictive. Every spin, every jackpot sound keeps you hooked, and dopamine isn't something you take from outside, it's produced by your brain. Food, social interaction, music, creativity, even sleep, all of this boosts dopamine. At first, it feels good, but too much can overwhelm your brain. So, we are trapped in this cycle forever? Not exactly. Let's back to the acrylamide, the toxin that gave lab animals cancer. In 2015, the European Food Safety Authority said yes, there is a potential risk, but in real life, the levels we consume are way too low to confirm danger for humans. In fact, you will get more acrylamide from roasted coffee or homemade fries than from a bag of chips. Now about MSG again. It's not addictive, not a drug. It naturally exists in tomatoes, Parmesan cheese, mushrooms, and your own body produces it too. The FDA and scientists worldwide have to confirm it's safe. What you really should be concerned about is trans fats. They are genuinely harmful. But the good news, under public pressure, manufacturers almost completely eliminate hydrogenic oils years ago, like 2 years ago. These days, chips are fried in sunflower palm oil, which are much safer, so if chips aren't packed with the trans fats, what's left to worry about? The calories. Chips are very calorie dense. But obesity doesn't come from chips alone. It comes from eating more than you burn. Chips are just a snack, like soda sweets or I don't know. Pastries? In a moderation, they are not the enemy. At the end of the day, the demonization of chips mostly comes from shocking headlines and fear tactics. And thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to keep learning the truth about the food we eat. And as always, eat smart and see you next time.